Sup? I had a good weekend. Where Mike at? Me and Mike gotta talk. Hold up, let me get no, this is working actually. So why is it giving me this stuff? Where is it giving me this stuff? Hold on. If Mike does happen to watch this, I hope he does join. If Mike does happen to watch this, I'm gonna have to tell him about my Luke Cage weekend. It's definitely a couple of cups of coffee. Anyway, so how are y'all doing? Today, I will be playing with Swamp Thing, playing with Poison Ivy. Swamp Thing is kind of disappointing me now. I don't know if it is because he's rank 8 and I need rank 9 for where I am right now in the game. Or if it's him. I don't think that the poisons are doing what I want them to do. I'm tempted to change up the gear a little bit. So we will see. We will see how that goes. Let me check here. Is that now? Is XP on now, or is that just something that came over, left over? Oh, it might be. XP, is that you now, or is this you from the past? I'm assuming now. Hey, XP, what's up? Okay. So, at the moment, I am disappointed. Not like Swamp Thing is bad, but as in, I got 0 of my desires, but pulled Blue Beetle. That's actually really, really good. You think Swamp Thing needs a buff? I don't think he's that bad. I think what's happened is that, and these names are coming up different because I recognize the picture, but it says Zilitico. But I'm pretty sure this is Gabriel from Brazil, right? I think so. Anyway, I don't know that he needs a buff. This isn't like a Superman DCU situation. I think it's just that everything in this kit sounded amazing. I feel like it's a little bit difficult to build them, at least the way that I was doing it. And maybe I need to reassess how he works. I don't know if he needs a buff. I don't think he's that bad. I think he is we got Aquaman. He was amazing. Before that, DCU wasn't good. Then they buffed him and he became, great is a strong word, but really, really good. Peacemaker's already meh, but when he came out, it was okay. I think that's where Swamp Thing is right now. He comes out, his kit sounds amazing. It sounds good and it's fun, but it's showing my login name. I don't know why it's doing this on my chat, on my thing. I have no idea why it's doing the login stuff instead of the thing. I need to put the chat up actually. I'm about to go back to the settings. I didn't change anything about my streamer bot, and now it's showing like the login and not the actual thing. As a matter of fact, because it's your login, would you guys prefer that I don't display the chat just so that it's just not out there in the ether? You know what I'm saying? Like I can just not put the chat up. I can go to a full screen here, and then that way your login information isn't out. I think that's probably a better idea. That way I don't want to put your stuff out there like that. I got all my Desire Plus and needed 5 to Pity and Epic, logged on and pulled Guy Gardner. Good for you. Good. What's up, Runes? Yeah, I think I'm going to just leave it like this for now so that we don't see your names up because I don't want to put anybody's like login information out there, even the name or whatever. Okay. Unless you guys are okay with it, then I'll do it, but I don't know. It feels weird to put your logins out there instead of your name. Your login names and not your actual names. I mostly solved all my blood feuds, so I'm good, but don't know about anyone else. Yeah, I still got enemies out there. We can take that mediocre song, Enemies. That one, that got overplayed. It was okay, but not that okay. Anyway, have you tried CZN? No. I have not. Full admission. Okay, I'll be real about it. Went to a party Friday night, had a great time, met somebody, had a great date the following evening. I have not been focused on anything. I have not been focused on anything other than that. I And I'm still recovering. Honestly, I think today I'm still recovering from that party on Friday. But yeah, so it has been a fun weekend. But no, I haven't tried anything new. I was even gonna download, and I hope it's not gone. I should check the sale. The Midnight Suns, because I wanted to do that too. Get back at it. Audio bugging out. Is it audio? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Oh no. I think I need to go replace this thing. How about now? Is audio better now? It's YouTube chat too. We see all the logins too. Do you know? Okay. Let me know about the audio now. Are we up? Are we down? I think I do need to replace this one piece here. And since I'm going to go into town, I'm going into Zurich today. I'm going to buy a new one. I think it's about that time. Nope, as in like out? Of course, of course, of course, of course. No bueno. Cazzo. What am I supposed to do then? Let me see. What if I remove the audio? The camera's working, so then why is the audio not going? Oh wait, check now. Is that good? Is that better? It's fine for you. Is it maybe a... Rune says it's fine and XP says it's not. I'm on my phone, so can't really tell about the quality, but I'm not getting any cuts. Let me see if I rejoin the stream. Okay. I'll wait on you guys. But when there is issues like this, please let me know. Please let me know. I'll keep working on it. But 2 of you are saying it's not, and then 2 of you saying there are. For those of you who kind of lurk and don't really speak that much, which is cool, fine. Let me know, like, you can just put a thumbs up, thumbs down if the audio is good for you or bad for you, okay? Thank you. I see it. I see an increased drop rate over here from the things too. Let me do this real quick. Let me end this task and see if it helps with, because sometimes with these, when I see the drop rates over here, even if it's like a low number, it does hinder the quality. So I'll end my Google Chrome because apparently Google Chrome needs all my resources to work. Good now? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. I do still need to go replace this thing. This thing is to be replaced. This little connector I have to my laptop. Actually, this camera and this laptop need to be replaced. This camera quality is starting to bug me. I was okay with it before, but now it's kind of not. All right, anyway, so, but yes, no. Chaos Zero. I even remember it because I was looking at it yesterday. Let me finish up. I was playing Dragon Ball Kakarot, and I was like, I'm gonna get into Chaos Zero Nightmare, I think is what it's called. I'm gonna get into that. So, and to be fair to you as well, now would be the time for me to do it. I have another week of vacation, so I can take like a day and then sit back with coffee or tea. Maybe I should drink a tea more often now, and do that. Game is very good. I believe you. No, I believe you. I think most games are good, just whether they're your style or not. Back on Swamp Thing, assuming he's getting a support to heal on poison stacks, more damage dealer, he can easily be top tier. Well, this is the thing though, because I don't know how to build him per se. So my first thought process was add a bunch of damage. Can you post your Discord? It should be in the description. The Discord should be in the description of this chat. So basically, if you... I was going to put a lot of attack, because I thought he's putting out a ton of poisons. Poisons are based off of attack. One thing I do need to check, though, is the multiplier. The attack percentages, those are the multipliers of whatever the base attack is. So maybe it's good, not great, to put attack on him. But me having all that attack on him, he was not surviving. He would not make it past like the 3rd or 4th round. That being said, it's also he's rank 8, and I have been saying it's been looking like I need to have rank 9 to be okay. So I'm kind of stuck in how I want to build him. So maybe I should go back and reread the kit, do the gear, which like I've told you guys before, this is what I do to figure out things. Switch it up, try it, be like, I don't like the way they're performing, change the gear, change the artifact, change whatever, and see if you can make them work. So that's going to be what I do today as I get through this thing. Go ahead and grab these other emblems or whatever, finish this up. I don't know if it's the art style or the gameplay. Oh, so it gives you Epic 7 vibes. I never played Epic 7. Yeah, I'm grinding it now. Okay, so, by the way, I'm kind of tired of playing this game. I'm at chapter 40, but I think I can push one more chapter, but I don't feel like doing it now. I can understand, I had a little bit of fatigue like 3 weeks ago. Actually, it might have been around the chapter 40 thing. And then something happened. I can't remember what it was. And it re-engaged me. I think it was wait. Are you still, Runes, are you still doing just one team? Where you're fighting one team and you don't play 2 teams yet? Because I think, is that chapter 34 is 2 teams, and then chapter 44 is 3 teams, I believe. And I think it was around like chapter 30 for me maybe, where I was like kind of disengaging, and then it ended up you needed 2 teams, and then the 3 teams thing came along. So, what is ideal build and team though? I don't know. That's the thing. That's what we're looking at now. That's what I'm going to try to find out now. I'm going to try 4 speed and 2 HP. The thing is, and this is just, a change of philosophy. I am not focused so much on the sets themselves. I'm focusing more on the stats. That's why I'll say like HP bonus, attack bonus, crit, all that other stuff. Are those things what I need to focus on first? Do I have those gears first? And then I'll put the sets around it. So to that point, you have 4 speed on him. That'll give him 15 plus speed. Right now his base speed is what, 200? So you put him at 215. So not a slouch. But I don't know if he's going to be going first in the order of many things. You're at 2 teams now? Okay. Well, chapter 44 is where you get to 3 teams. I don't know if that helps you or encourages you. I really can't remember, because there are lulls. I think it's with every game, though. You go through like highs and lows, which is why it's good to have 2 games. I don't fully understand CZN yet. I'm only on chapter 2, but I need to play more and watch more vids. And that's what I'll be doing. CZN is fun, but it can be a full-time job because a big part of the game is a roguelike slate. Well, I like roguelike, though, type of run that can take a lot of time. I love it, though. Okay. I do like roguelike. Ooh, sorry about that. See, you guys got me. I got to finish DBZ Kakarot. I still haven't fully gotten into Marvel Rivals. I only played that like once. I got to do Midnight Suns, right? I'm still doing Marvel Strike Force, albeit that I just got Professor X. This game, CZN. Y'all just trying to have me like this. Y'all want me to be a full-time YouTuber. This doesn't pay bills. This doesn't pay bills. I'm gonna just be sitting there all day, like at work. Like, look, I would love to do work right now. But I gotta finish up Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I still haven't even finished up Kaiju number 8. I just need to do that. I've fallen off of that game though a little bit. Your shelter, I'm lucky to have friends that are playing it, so I have someone to ask questions to. Yeah, that's kind of what this is supposed to be though, in terms of not me necessarily answering the questions, but everybody helping everybody. This sector, the Parliament's Grove, I did not pay attention at all. Wow. Not even a little bit. Damn. Okay. I think I'm going to play while watching stream now. Go for it. Go for it. Actually playing retro on the side. I'm playing Chrono Cross. Yes. Oh wait, because they did make a. Because I'm a Chrono Trigger person, not a Chrono Cross person. I never played Chrono Cross, to be honest. I wanted to, and I remember when it came out on PlayStation, but I never played it. Have you played Slay Spire? Nope. It's kind of a map progression. Manu's my only friend. No, I don't believe that, because everybody else in the chat. I was trying to explain to somebody about the streaming where she was like, when do you stream? And I said, well, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. before I go to work. I mean, I'm doing it longer now, maybe doing it a little bit longer now because of vacation or whatever. And I say to 8, but it ends up being like 8:30, right? I end up getting caught up. And she was like, isn't that a lot? And I was like, not really, because I have a lot of fun. It's just like, giggling and kicking it with some friends before going to work over a video game that's like, it really doesn't matter, but it feels fun to pretend like it does. So no, this is me kicking it with some homies, playing video games before school. Could you imagine if that was a thing? Granted, like I said, I'm old, but could you imagine if you like woke up, first thing you did was play video games with your friends before meeting them at school? That would have been so much fun. I think we would have never gone to school though. I think the one thing that I was lucky was that I had a lot of friends, or like the friends at school that I had, they weren't the type of kids who would skip school because, and plus we didn't have like, oh sorry, we didn't have like a lot of game systems. Back in the day, guys, back in my day, not every phone was a video game console. So you had to have a PlayStation. And if you just grew up with the one kid who had like a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation, you were at his house. And his parents had to just deal with it because y'all were going to be there, right? So, but that kid and those kids and we as kids didn't like skip school or anything. We could have very easily, what's up, Spike? We could have very easily ended up like, oh, we're going to skip school and play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, which, by the way, I wanted to buy that to play with my daughter. Did you know the bundle pack for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which 2 is the best, second is the first one, was like $60, and then for 3 and 4 it was like 15. And the funny part is they were right, because I didn't buy 3 and 4. I was just mad about 1 and 2 not being able to buy those. $60 for a game that's damn near as old as me. Y'all gotta be tripping out here. Okay, anyway. $60. But they're right, those were the better ones. All right, so look. What I did last night, which I was watching Red Zone, so I might not have been paying 100% attention. And I got to finish Red Zone this morning. Anyway, I was trying to, so his attack is up here, right? I shifted this off because I moved the attack piece. And this is going to sound kind of nuts for some of you, but somebody did mention about Pandora being a better healer than Kid Flash. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's true. But her attack, her heals are based off of attack. I do want another healer in there, and I want to give her a fair shot, and I don't think I have been with the gear she had, so I switched it up. Other part of that is that now that I feel as though his poisons aren't doing what they're supposed to do, I don't necessarily need to put attack bonus pieces on him. HP bonus, because I feel as though, I keep saying feel a lot, he's not staying alive, basically. But that moment when your dad opens your door, when he wakes up in the morning and you're sitting in front of the TV with controllers on your hands and glassy eyes and the most afraid. Well, see, here's a plus side. My dad was a POS, so that meant that my mom was going to be opening the door. And here's the thing, I don't know if you guys know this or if this is a common thing. I would rather piss off anybody than my mom. Yo, my mom or my grandma? No, I don't want that smoke. No. Part of us being good kids was that we didn't want them problems with moms. Dad, yeah, okay. Other folks' dads, I've seen it, where like the dad gets angry and. Mom is always loving, kind, and quiet. Not quiet, but always loving, whatever. Mom's got your back. Grandma's got your back. But when you cross them, when you do something you know you're not supposed to do and you really like upset your mom, everybody duck. Everybody get out. All right, so with Swamp Thing, let's go back to his kit. So disappears, reappears. 100% attack. If the target is poisoned, he deals additional 5% physical damage per stack. Okay. Every stack of poison collectively on the enemy, all allies gain sturdy armor. This is just a good heal. And this is based off of their max HP. Pandora has to be badge 30 though to compete with Kid Flash. It's a big investment. Yeah, but here's the thing, Kaiser, and I agree. I agree with that part. Let me just say that outright. But then the second part of it is, this is different to the Penguin thing, because with Penguin, I was not seeing value, and people kept saying badge 30, value, once you get to badge 30, and I didn't see any evidence towards that. With Pandora, I'm more likely to go to badge 30 because she's proven to be useful already. The one big thing I have is I'm trying to get her to survive in certain areas, but she's proven to be useful. So I'm more willing to head towards badge 30 with her because I think that she's proven a little bit of her usefulness already. Anyway, so see, like it's doing the poisons thing, but it's giving you benefits based off of poison. This says it's going to increase attack, but I'm not building based around a basic. Let's just do it that way. I'll just try to talk bluntly about it. Something collect toxins. Whenever an enemy attacks him, he gains poison. Okay. Each enemy can only be poisoned once per turn. That's fine. Then nature is constantly adapting. Something is inflicted with those, and detonation increases. The reduction increases by 5%. So basically, me trying to build for attack, me building for attack. Yeah, I agree. Pandora is still useful. Yeah, that's what I mean. She might be like her, like competing with Kid Flash at patch 30, but she's still like good so far. See, he puts out so much poison that you would think attack would be good. But a lot of what he does based off the poisons being out there are good for the team. Sturdy armor. Adding more poisons, which does help with poison ivy popping off. And then this other damage reduction stuff whenever he gets this thing. So in my head, once I saw that, I was like, maybe I should be leaning more towards HP. And he does want to attack based off of defense for his ultimate. So work on defense, work on HP, and then let the attack fall where it may. Maybe do the attack as a set. This is probably where the set comes in. What's good, fam? What's good, Migs? Hope all is well with you too. Thanks, appreciate it. How about speed on him? Yeah, that's what you were saying before. I think, was it Rooms or somebody else? That's what you're saying before. So the speed on him makes me, the first question I have with speed is, why am I going for speed? So with Zatanna, I went for speed because of her advanced attack, putting out frantics. Let's get crit out there as fast as possible. Boom, right? For him, his advanced attack, and I'm asking the question, I'm not even saying anything right now. If an enemy has at least one stack of poison, something will summon roots from the ground, heal all enemies, heal all allies, heal all enemies. Okay, so this ability will be the first thing that pops off. Adding sturdy, he won't be the fastest on the field if I put two speed sets on him. He won't be the fastest. But getting sturdy armor out there as fast as possible isn't bad. Yeah, that's right. Shelt said 4 speed, 2 HP. I thought you said 4 speed, 2 attack. You said 2 HP? Maybe I misread. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 HP. I'm sorry. I misread or misremembered. So in my head right now, this needs to be HP percent. And when I say HP, I mean the stat. So the HP bonus stat, that's why this is here. Helping with survivability. Get this HP pool up. HP percent, I believe, here as well. And then maybe you guys are right. Maybe give him speed and then see if the skills here get this out as soon as possible. So we have sturdy armor, everybody's surviving. It would be, the one argument I would have though. If we can survive the initial wave of the attack, and I saw this happen, I can't remember which one, if it was like in his own event or other things. He was putting out like 9 sturdy armor based off of that. So if you can wait like a little bit, if he's too fast, then it's not going to put out as much sturdy armor because there's not going to be as much poison on the field. At the same time though, with Kid Flash maybe, is his ultimate going to pop off and put out all those poisons that will help with the sturdy armor? Is that going to pop off before his advanced attack? All right, so let me do this first. So I'm gonna change this to HP bonus. I'm gonna change this to, well, maybe even keep this, but then add maybe speed or attack, and then we'll see it. Then we'll come back, switch it up, and then see how it performs there. I'm at 149 for Swamp Thing. I take don't want him and save it for the next legendary coming into the game, but I want Cheshire. I mean, good thing that you got it right there, 149. You literally have 1 token left. I don't know if. See, the hard part is, and this isn't a game fault. This isn't a calendar thing or whatever. This is just how these games work. Like, waiting on him, I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe not too convinced. So I guess waiting for the next legendary isn't that bad. If you're not convinced, I guess it's okay. I feel you'll need to maximize the poison stuff. I did like Mr. T team with Cheshire, Poison Ivy, and no tank So I'm leaning towards that. That's not a bad idea at all, because then that superpower damage, like I was saying before, or previous videos, his superpower damage buff does increase the damage and the poisons. When is the next unit release? Cheshire comes out on the 6th? Next week. She comes out next week. The 3rd or the 6th? The 6th, yeah, it was the 6th. And then Poison, Dr. Poison comes out on the 13th, yeah. That's what they have on the whatchamahoosit. So, let us try this. I want an HP percent piece here. We're going to try to help with survivability. Then I'm going to put speed and then put attack. We're going to check the stats and see how it goes. But I do want to help him with survivability at the moment. Part of this may be the rank 9 thing, fully admit. But the other part of it is, they're too good. Ooh, who am I taking it off of? Does Zatanna need HP, or is HP just helping her with survivability? She doesn't heal. The frantic and the lifesteal are based off of attack, right? Block, attack, and then do I have any like freed up HP bonuses? I don't think so. This could be a problem. Should I try my luck and farm for a piece? Yeah, block, attack. Yeah, no, I don't have any HP percent pieces. Dadgummit. Am I about to take one off of Zatanna to put onto, and then it would be speed off of Zatanna too. And I can give Zatanna a different speed piece. Let's go to speed. And then we can just try the speed all the way around like you guys said. Let's see. Raven needs the HP because when she revives, she has a certain level of HP, and that goes on to the reviver, so she needs that. Aquaman, definitely, I'm not removing that from him. He's too good. This is block, not HP. He just has HP bonus at the bottom. This is attack. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep the speed so I don't break that up off of Zatanna. If I had like a tier 3 piece, I would put it on Zatanna. I'm loving Zatanna more and more now. So HP. We have it here. Block percent. That may not be a bad thing to put on Zatanna just to help her with survivability. Attack. Let me check Zatanna something real quick. Be sure before I mess something up. So yeah, armor break. Dispel. That's it. So dispel and the frantic. That's what I need her for. The attack doesn't really. This is dispel. So the attack or the HP. Well, no. Whenever an enemy's buff is dispelled, Zatanna heals with 3% of her max HP per turn. Well, it's 3% regardless of how big the pool is. It's just that the 3% is going to help her with survivability. The 2% lifesteal is different because it's based off of the damage. So okay. Alright, so I can take that off of Zatanna and it should be fine. Let's replace this. So what are we going to do? Put attack on her or put HP? Or block? I do run her with the block team fairly often. I do run her with the block team fairly often. But then her HP is going to drop like a rock though. And 8.7%. I don't have any tier 2. Oh, but block is 8% over here, so I don't even need to worry about it. Okay, so yeah, I'll put this attack on. Alright, I'll put this attack on. So replace this. And then replace this. Alright, that. Is the defense that really a benefit to Swamp Thing, right? So the important equipment for him is comms and shoulder piece. I would still say that comms and shoulder piece to me are the most important for any character because that's where you're going to get, if you can get the bonus pieces, if you do have the percent bonus pieces, the attack and the HP and the crit or whatever, that is where you're going to look first in my opinion, in my view. I'm checking for this first because I just added 8.7% of HP to him along with block and resistance. I've added 11.3%. That goes higher than any of these HP pieces. So like first. That's the very, very first thing. Now, he does base his ultimate off of defense. They don't have defensive sets, and you have to go for like the defensive substats on your pieces. This is why I'll have these tier 3 pieces on him. Because these tier 3 pieces, they have a lot of defense as a substat. Lot relative to what defense you can get in the game, right? Plus their primary stats on this shoulder, at least, more defense. First, the double legendary, then 4 pull Swamp Thing. You pulled Swamp Thing 4 times? Good. Congratulations. Again, you should be buying a lottery ticket. So now that I have, and this was here because, yeah, just match it up, why not? He does heal. His heals have been lackluster, and his heals are based off of the team's HP. So the heal bonus at the bottom here is a good thing. I want to keep that regardless. This one does not, it has a block break bonus at the bottom, so I don't care about that too much. Next up, we're going to try to do the other speed. They keep all their stuff except maybe Lex. HP bonus down there plus block. Does this have HP bonus as a sub? Yeah, this has HP as a substat. So I will replace this. Okay, fine. So now now his speed is up to 208. Also, what if you pull a stunt like last time with DCU and buff Swamp Thing after the event? Somebody mentioned the buff already. Has he been that bad for you? I mean, he hasn't been great for me. Has he been that bad for you guys that you think he needs a buff? I don't think he, you missed the other message. Oops. I don't think he's been, I don't think he's been that bad. I've been unimpressed so far, but I don't think he's like that bad. I don't see your other message. Was your other message blocked by any chance? A little upper? Because I don't see it as I scroll up. Yeah, it might have been filtered by YouTube. Or are you on Twitch or YouTube? Not seeing it. I only see like this is your first message that I see. In fact, it'll show you. Well, no, I can't show you on the screen because I'm not showing the chat right now because it's just showing logins. But I'll put it up. I don't think anybody's checking for my chats anyway. But yeah, so I haven't seen like this says that these are your first words. Okay, so he's no Aquaman for sure. He's no Mr. Terrific. That was harsh to say, but it's true. He is bad. You being nice. Do you think that bad? For legendary, can't take a hit. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But that's the thing. That's what, like when I started the stream, that's what I was saying. Was I was not sure if it was the fact that I needed him rank 9. Peacemaker's better than Swamp Thing. Hey, chill out, bro. Really? Okay. Well, okay. Let me get to this. Let me try to build up some more. And then we'll take him in because I thought at first it was my build and I have him wrong. Yeah. Yeah, he's falling, but Peacemaker's thing is falling off only because of what was introduced. Like, there's a lot of tanks. And then you put John Stewart Bride and then Aquaman in there. Yeah, he's gonna fall off. Like what they did, which great. Don't change it. Do it. Keep it. But that was easily gonna make him fall off. I don't even know if they knew that was going to be the effect. Mara, as much as I like you, I don't think you deserve this piece right now as a rank 8 epic that I barely use. This may be coming here to complete the speed set. Let's go to the next helmet. Or this actually will be easier because then I can maintain the defense here. Let me replace this with that. And then what do we have here? Yeah, I think Mara's going to have to come up off that piece. Swamp Thing is a pigeonhole. Our first Swamp Thing was good in a poison team. He healed a lot with Ivy and Penguin. That's the goal. Maybe it is that he is one of those legendaries, which again we have a shallow. We don't have a deep pool of like examples, so it might be that he is one of those legendaries that needs his team. He needs his team. He needs poisons to be good, which is a like disappointment isn't the word, but is its own kind of thing. If you like him, and you'll run with him. But if you don't, then you'll end up just not bothering with him at all, and then be kind of disappointed that you have him as a legendary. Okay, so we have 4 speed on him now. We have these HP bonuses, which I know you said that with HP, but this is more beneficial when I have HP bonus like here as a percent than an HP set. think we can agree on that, right? And then we have HP here, but this is just here because it is tier 3 and I'm getting extra defense. If I had the option of having a heal crit here that was a tier 3, I would do it. But I don't. So I'm going to go back and I don't. Ooh, okay, so it's up to 220. This is pretty damn fast though. This is pretty damn fast. I think my fastest character right now is Kid Flash, 248. And then next would be Sinestro, I think 222. 222. And then Zatanna. Yeah, 222. I wish I could sort by speed. Can you do that? Nah. But I think those are like my fastest characters. I think Raven as well. Where's Raven at? Hey, Raven, don't there. Stop, mommy. Okay. 216. Yeah, she's slower. Alright, so do you recommend all the equipment of one character or just do the important stats like for DPS, helmet, and accessories, give attack percentage and signature? I'm trying to do the signature stuff sparingly. So I have a lot of the signature stuff and it's once bitten, twice shy because of what I did with the piece on Wonder Woman, which is still visible. Like you'll be able to see, replace this huge mistake that I made on the Wonder Woman signature when I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing stuff. So there was like an HP piece, yeah, this one that I've put. An HP piece attack, I put bonus on it. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done this on a flat stat piece. If it is I think I get your question now. If it is a percent piece, a bonus piece, however you want to call it, I'm going to level it up and then I'm going to signature it. These other, yeah, okay, so to your point, these other ones, I'm going to be a lot more hesitant to do that. If it's going to be a tier 3, for example, like going for it, because you'll see in my gear where I've made the mistakes. I don't have a tier 3 on Kid Flash. Here, or Batman. No, actually it's a bad example, but I'll say it anyway. This is a very bad example. Tier 3 signature on this body piece, not likely to happen because I don't think that I'm going to have enough resources to do that often, right? Maybe that's an ultra in-game thing when you have everybody and all the gear and you can just plop signature pieces everywhere. But it doesn't seem like a smart idea for me to even level these up too high. Like I'll level them up and I'll keep leveling them up, but they're so expensive that I get better bang for my buck out of focusing on these two pieces and then gearing these up slightly. I will do more. There's an attack bonus here, so I'll snatch that when I see like, okay, this piece right here, if it was on Wonder Woman, there's a crit here. If I have some extra gold or I'm trying to do an event where it's like level up, this piece right here is being leveled up one level at a time because the Swamp Thing says level up one, like level up equipment 1, and you'll be able to like accomplish that daily goal, right? So I'm doing this one at a time because it's also expensive. Going from 23 to 24 cost me 600,000 gold. So just slowly but surely. But then I'll come over here, I'll see his helmet, just like I did with Swamp Thing. Oh, there's attack bonus here, I can get an extra %. All right, let me go ahead and get this to level 1, because it's still cheaper. Maybe eventually I'll try to get the crit on him if I have extra gold and I'm looking for stuff. But as it stands right now, not the case. So for Swamp Thing, I will hesitate, actually, to do this. I'll level it up eventually, but I won't do the signature piece for him here because I'm not sure about the character yet, too. That's the other part of it. Putting a signature piece on a character where it's like, I don't know how good you are, is also not advisable. Sorry for switching the subject, but now that I got Blue Beetle, you think Batman is good 5th in the block team? Nightwing, Ocean Master, no Deathstroke, but don't know who to use for the 5th. There was an answer to that question and it just completely jumped out of my head. Why wouldn't you run John Stewart with that team first? I don't know if you have him or not. 2, Batman is very plug and play damage dealer. So if you want to plop him in there, I would say for the 5th, don't get stuck on it. Have your rotating damage dealer. So you have like, well, you have no Deathstroke, but whoever your, if you need AoE agile damage, put in Green Arrow. If you need single target agile damage, put in Deathstroke, which you said you didn't have Deathstroke. I don't know who my other single target damage dealer is from agile. If you need AoE mighty damage, Wonder Woman. If you need single target damage, Batman. And then treat it like that. Treat that fourth as, at least that's how I do it with the team. I have like my base 3, then the fourth, which oftentimes is either Zatanna or Kid Flash or whatever. And then the fifth slot is who can help me get past this. I don't really have set 5-man teams. I don't think I have any of them that are just like, I have my preferences, definitely. But then that fifth and fourth oftentimes slot is just like exchangeable. That's why I was trying to do the video series like trios, because it's like focus on this main branch, these main 3, and then put around what you need. I'd wait until the other new Poison characters are out until I make a final decision on Swamp Thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to make the final decision, but I'm also not about to sign anything, because when Aquaman came out, I didn't have to wait to get Mera up. And honestly, my Mera still isn't strong enough to run with him. He was amazing. But to your point, Swamp Thing is like, we going to hesitate. We going to see what's up. This HP bonus I wish was... Actually, the HP bonus may not be a bad thing for his survivability. So, for example, here, I would level this up to get this HP bonus. Fudge. There's also a defense bonus here of 8%. That would go well for him. I'm going to keep this on him until we see what happens with Cheshire and Dr. Poison. And I'm not going to do the signature, but if it does end up being like he does start to shine, then I will signature this on him to get that defense bonus. All right, so let's try to take him into, let's see, I guess I can do a team ups. Those seem to be the best right now for like checking stats. And we'll do a few things here. So let's simulate. We'll do a beginner one. Let's see. Okay, well, he's tactical, so that's not a bad thing to look at. Yeah, I thought about John, but now that I have Blue Beetle, don't run 3 tanks, right? Oh, I'll run 3 tanks. I put it this way. So, for example, I run Aquaman all the time, but to me, Aquaman isn't a tank in certain things. So, Aquaman, is, you have the tag and everything else, but Aquaman to me is support. He provides, he's a tank and he's protecting everybody, but he does so much stuff. He's cleansing buffs, he's healing, he's giving recuperate. Like, he's making sacrifice less. He's doing so much stuff that to me, he's like a tank / support. So I'm going to put him in with John Stewart and Nightwing, 3 tanks, because when they get low on health, he's going to put up School of Fish around them and protect them. So that way they can have a chance to heal from the Kid Flash over to the right. And then over to the left, Ocean Master is actually the damage dealer, even though he's marked as support. Because I've put a bunch of attack on him, his out of turn attacks are going to demolish people, plus the bleeds having all that attack. And then on top of it, if Aquaman, and this is a bonus, someone brought it up, it's very niche, but still. And plus, if Aquaman ends up putting School of Fish on him, now all of his counterattacks put down Frostbite. So like in that scenario, the team that I've built, I've got 3 tanks and 2 support. But 1 support is a damage dealer, 1 tank is support for me, and then the other 2 tanks are tanking. But they're doing some additional damage, but they're tanking. So like I don't get too caught up in the tags for those. Like Mr. Derivic can also be a tank. You know what I mean? Like you can for the really good I guess supporting tanks, DPS not so much. They can be who you need them to be. Don't get caught up in the whole like this is what their label is. Okay, so, I mean, Aquaman is a tank, but he identifies as support. To me, that's what he is. All right, so Aquaman. Let's see. So we put Poison Ivy. I did manage to get Poison Ivy rank 9 yesterday, so this should help. Aquaman gonna be even better once we get Killer Frost. Actually, yeah, with that Frostbite, maybe. Been using Swampy and OG Superman in defense. And in the back line, Poison Ivy for damage, Raven for revival, and Bizarro in the back line, who takes half the damage from Swampy and gives him longevity. I would substitute Bizarro for Aquaman. If you have Aquaman, of course. Bizarro, I haven't worked on that much. I think I have Bizarro rank 5, so I can't really call it on that one. All right, so I am gonna put Aquaman in here to help him with survivability. Because, I mean, the tanks do need to survive. We have poison. Let me put in penguin. I think I worked on penguin a little bit. I have him rank 8. This is not gonna look great. Here he is. I did amend some of it, so this is just attack. That's bad. Block is okay, I guess. This is a terribly built penguin. Terribly built penguin. I'll put him in for now, but I need to go back and check on penguin actually. And then heals. We all know who I typically run with for heals. We're gonna keep this here. Wait a second. That's an Aquaman block shield thing, so no, we won't do that. Alright, let's do the ultimate order. I still like Swamp Thing going first, getting the poisons out there. Then we have Poison Ivy attack. We'll do the heals. Penguin gets the last go, I guess. And we will see. Instead of the new legendaries, just let us pull 2 copies of Aquaman so we can have him on all 3. I'm telling you. Give me as many Aquaman as possible. Okay, so we have out poisons. 5 and 5. Not so many, but that's okay. 6. Because he just, oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Gotta remember that benefit. He gets hit, so puts out poison. Now let's see, and also the other benefit is, part of it is, well I guess, and that's a poor roll, whatever. For Swamp Thing, him putting out all those poisons really helps Poison Ivy pop off. By the way, my Poison Ivy has 2 attack bonus pieces now. Don't know if I showed that, but she should hit like a truck. Well, let's see about this truck hit. Yeah, that's fun. Okay, I noticed they finally changed the boosted characters in the team ups. Do we know if they're going to start rotating those characters on a regular basis? They should do. I think that's the plan. That's why they were removing other. I think they're gonna try to do a better job of keeping up with it. And I think that's why they were removing some of the pairings that would cause like massive headaches for players. She is doing the damn thing right now. And how many poisons do we have out there? Because the other part of this is the damage that we're going to see in the stats after this. It does come from his poisons as well. So, and that's based off of attack. But that should be, maybe my problem was that I was looking at that as like his main thing, and that should be seen as like an added benefit. Do we know anything about the poison artifact? Is it support, tank, or DPS? Let me get my phone, because I think they mentioned it in the blog, but I'm not 100% sure. As a matter of fact, we can just go to the mail. Let's check the stats first. So, 11 million. Now here's the thing. He distributed, why did that feel like a bad word? 9.8 heals. More than Kid Flash. That's good. She did 11 million in damage. Part of that is because Swamp Thing is putting out poisons. That's also good. It's only poison tag. Oh, is it like the lantern thing where it's only lanterns can use it? Okay. Fine. Oh, I do remember that being a thing, because I was already ready to put that thing on Ocean Master and be like, take these poisons and these bleeds. I remember that now. That would have been fun. Or put it on Jon Stewart. So much fun. Actually, it would have been better on Ocean Master. It would have been better on Ocean Master. Put that on Ocean Master. He's giving you defense downs, bleeds, and poisons on his counters. Get off me. Get off me. Alright, so 11 million for poison. The 11 million for Poison Ivy is what I'm really, really looking at, to be honest with you. And I'm tempted. Alright, let's do it this way. Before I go back and do something else, what I'm going to do is, this is from Marvel Strike Force, I can go away. Let me take a screenshot of this real fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace Swamp Thing with another good tank. Let's put in Jon Stewart, right? We're going to put in Jon Stewart. And we're not worried about whatever damage Jon Stewart does. We're going to see how much benefit Poison Ivy got from having Swamp Thing run with her. That's the idea. So where is Jon Stewart? And we're going to keep her in the same position. Jon Stewart can go front. She's going to be second. We're going to skip the battle because I don't feel like watching this right now. And we're going to see what Jon Stewart, what kind of damage she does with Jon Stewart going. If it's still like 8 million, I think it's the border is what I'm thinking. She still did 11 million. Like she literally changed, it literally changed nothing. It changed not one single thing. Do I not understand Poison Ivy's kit? Because I thought she did additional damage per stack of poison on the enemy. Is it per stack of her poison? It changed absolutely nothing. That was heartbreaking what I just saw. Damn. Attacks enemy back row, dealing superpower damage equal to 150%. Increases damage on this skill by 15% for each stack of poison on the target. So then, if her damage increases, how is she not doing more damage with Swamp Thing in the lineup? Again, this is where I'm checking on the stats. Am I wrong? Am I missing something? 11 million. I can still see the screenshot. Am I missing something? Tell me I'm going crazy right now, right? Tell me I'm going crazy. But it's better than the Lanterns at least when it comes to restrictions. Well, it depends on what your roster looks like. I have level 2 Lantern Artifact and my accounts don't have a rank 8 Green Lantern, so it's useless. But that's the thing, if you don't have like any of the poison characters, then somebody's going to have the same problem. But put it this way, that Lantern thing, the Lantern Artifact, once that is on Jon Stewart, it's good. What rank is your Swamp Thing? He's rank 8. So, like, call me crazy. If poisons are out there, she hits harder. That's what it says. He's supposedly putting poisons out there before. Are the poisons falling off before she gets a chance to benefit from them? I'm so confused right now. But I'm not crazy, right? You guys saw the same thing I saw. Let's see. So maybe I don't need to do skip. I need to see what happens. Let's go back to Swamp Thing, and then this time we'll put Poison Ivy going first. Swamp Thing second. Alright, let's see. Let us see. So there's no poison out there right now. Oh, there's a couple poisons out there. She attacks. Fine and dandy. When Swamp Thing puts his poisons out, now there's 6 of them. 5 on Mirror Master, 6 on Deadshot. 6 total now. It is really windy outside today. Are we gonna have a hurricane in Switzerland? That was a joke. Hurricanes don't happen in Switzerland. Avalanches though. So like 6 poisons. Oh, and the poisons are falling off. Now she does her attack with 5 and 7 poisons on Deadshot and Mirror Master respectively. Now the poisons have just fallen off of Mirror Master. Okay, so the poisons aren't lasting throughout the entire battle, like for example with a poison, not a poison, Scarecrow. So the order or the timing may matter in terms of, like right now 7 and 6, in terms of providing damage based on Poison Ivy. So maybe when he was going first, it was taking too much time to get around to his turn, to Poison Ivy's turn, for her ultimate to benefit off of the poisons. Does that make sense, or did I just ramble? Put out more poisons. We're up to, that doesn't feel like he did that many poisons though. I need to check that as well. I need to check that as well. So now, what this looked like. She did 12 million. Yay, better. Mirror Master probably throwing poisons off, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. If Mirror Master's throwing those off, that's cool. My point is that even if he's throwing them off, maybe not all of them, but even if he's throwing them off, it was sensible rambling. Thank you. As long as you get it. I know I'm out here, but as long as you get it, it's fine if he's throwing them off. I feel as though there still should have been a difference. There still should have been a difference in her attack if Swamp Thing is there or Jon Stewart is there. Even if it was like, she's only doing 6 and 5 because he's throwing them or whatever, and it would be much better against Nightwing or something. Cool, but like there should be a difference that I can see in her damage when I put Jon Stewart in instead of Swamp Thing, based on what the Ultimate says. So we skip battle, or maybe I should just stop skipping battle. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should see what ends up happening here. 95. Hey. 10. Okay. That made a difference. That made a difference. So something about running him before Poison Ivy, which is what I was doing before. The poisons are falling off, or Mirror Master is tossing them off, as Rick suggested. And so she's not doing as much damage because there's not as many poisons on the characters. So what we can do is finish off Mirror Master here. I'm going to put you guys in Elite Arena real quick while I make my coffee. And then we will come right back. Let's go ahead and just do this real fast just so I don't forget, because you guys know me. You guys know me. I'll get on one and forget. If you don't need heals for Kid Flash here, maybe use Raven for her debuffs. Oh, this is, I said I don't need Kid Flash here. I don't, but this is more about testing Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy together. So I don't really need, I don't need to worry about maximizing damage here. I'm trying to get an understanding of what their damage looks like and how to best run them. But thank you, though. Appreciate the suggestion. That might be something to do when I'm actually, in game. Okay, so let me go ahead and make this cup of coffee, this cup of mud. And I will be... Oh, I just left where it was going to be. War World. Elite Arena. Alright. So, I'll be right back. So lunch break in Goethe. That is like bon appetit, but in Swiss German. In Goethe, guy. So in Goethe, bon appetit. Salut. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I kind of want to watch this fight, see what happens. I think we'll win though. I don't know how much stronger we are than that enemy team. And I will say this: Bane is so much fun right now. Bane is so much fun. When you can get those 30 stacks, and it's so easy to get those 30 stacks now. He just starts stunning everybody. And I'm trying to resist the urge to sing the number one stunner. Circa, welcome back to the early odds. But like, he is so good when he gets those 30 stacks up. And you can, and like I did it but yesterday, where I got 30 stacks up on him by like the third round, the fourth round. And they didn't have a chance because he just kept every other turn. He was stunning 3-4 characters. It was not, well, 2-3 characters. It was nice. It was nice. So much fun. All right, so Mr. Wuss, what brand of coffee are you sipping on this morning? What's that? It's from Italy. Okay, so I don't have it. I need to go buy some more actually. I just put it in a jar because it's like the coffee, the ground coffee that I put in the Biolecti and then put on the stove to cook it fresh every morning. It's called Chico Doro, I believe, but it's I pick it up at like Copier. I don't think you guys have it in the U.S. If you're in the U.S., I don't know where you are actually. So yeah, that's what I do. I have my little Biolecti. I put my coffee grounds in there. I was gonna buy a bean grinder this pay cycle, let's call it that. I was gonna buy a bean grinder and then just start buying like fresh beans so I could like grind the beans fresh in the morning and then put them in the Biolecti and then cook it up that way. I'm tempted to do that. My friend Melanie years ago, one of her roommates had like one of those handheld, like you could put the beans in and then you just go boo and it grinds the beans fresh right there so you can put it in whatever. And I think I want to get one of those so I can go buy like the fresh beans. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, sorry, I got off on that tangent. But we're doing okay. But then you see, okay, so there's stun coming from Nightwing. We have 30 stacks of stun. Now watch how much Bane is. It's round 5 right now. We're pretty much in control. We're going to win. But the one downside to this is that now that we're here, there's no more counterattacks coming from Ocean Master because everybody's stunned, but you needed those counterattacks, those blocks on the Ocean Master team because every time somebody blocks, like Nightwing, he gives 1% heal. That 1% heal actually boosts up the stacks for Bane so he can just start stunning all the time. What does Bane's badge look like? Good question. I need to go back. I don't think his badge looks that bad, actually. I think his badge is okay, if I remember correctly. So he's going to stun now, just cause you. Why? Because Bane. Yes. So good. Okay. Let me go check his badge, actually, too. I have no idea. And then we'll get back to the Swamp Thing. So we're taking a brief break. But so much fun. He's so much fun. All right. Best in the game? Definitely not. But fun, so much. All right, this team is actually being weakened. Is pretty weak for me. We're going to go back. We're going to check Bane's badge. And then we're going right back to Team Ups to do more experiments with Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing. So Swamp Thing may not be that bad. He was putting out a lot of heals. Let's be fair. Alright, so here we go. When taking damage, the HP threshold to trigger healing is decreased by an additional 2%. I think right now it's at like the threshold to the healing thing. Greater than 8%, so it's like 6%. And then it activates a heal. Receive bonus plus attack. Alright, yeah. Then, that was smart of me. Then the next part is Heals one additional time if the damage taken is more than 2 times the threshold needed to heal. So if it's 12%, then he's going to heal himself twice. And then additionally, also grants one additional stack of shelter if the damage taken is more than 2.5% the threshold. So we're talking about 15% now. Additional threshold decreases, changes to 3%. So instead of 6, it would be 3, so then 9%. That's not bad. I'm not pursuing it, but that's not bad at all. His heals trigger earlier, and he heals more, something else. Yeah, he's just healing more, and the threshold is lower for him to trigger his heals. So he's doing it more often, more frequently, which is helping him stack up to get to that point of being able to stun and it not cost any ultimate points. So, good. And I have that shield on him, this right here, so he goes invulnerable whenever he gets to a certain point. Because he is a little squishy. He is a little squishy. So I put that on him to be sure he'll have time to wait until someone else comes along and heals him. Thank you for going up. Yeah, of course. So now let's go back to team ups. So right now what we've done is we figured out that, and I will do it again with the next team up to see somebody different, because what I can't remember. I remember the face. I don't remember the name right now. Said about it potentially being Mirror Master Rick. When Rick was saying it, potentially that Mirror Master is throwing off the poisons, maybe. So we're gonna run it again on Gorilla Grodd. Let's see. Is there anything that really needs to change? I don't know why I was thinking so hard. We're gonna have. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Penguin. This is a problem. Okay, so we take this away. We will put in Swamp Thing. This is a problem because he's going to hit hard right here. However, with Aquaman there, he'll survive a Damien attack. That's not a problem. We still have Penguin in here. He hasn't been good or bad. He's just kind of existed. You think the helmet is better than Venom on him? I have been using Venom on Bride. Now the Venom does trigger and it does give him an additional heal, to be fair, but I've liked it on Bride so far. Maybe I should switch and do the helmet on Bride and the Venom pack on Venom, because I am one of those dudes where like the lasso has to be on Wonder Woman, the sticks have to go with Nightwing, the helmet has to go with Aquaman, and me having that Venom pack on Bride does bother me. It does bother me. I try not to think about it, but it does bother me. I don't know. I think either would work for him or her, actually, or for the Bride. Either way, it's just a preference. They're both really good artifacts. The Bane one is a good artifact. The helmet is a really good artifact. So let's run. And so what we're going to do here now is we're going to do because we know that Poison Ivy, and I'm being stubborn because we're going to see. All right, man. Well, thank you for joining us on your lunch break. Have fun at work. I know that's an oxymoron, but yo, thanks for joining us. The helmet is Peacemaker's. Yeah, but I'm not going. Peacemaker's kind of falling off. He's kind of falling off. So I need to get it used. Chico Dodo, yeah. You want to send me 16? 1620. Wait, hold on. 1620. Franks? Where are you ordering that from? I think it's like maybe. Oh no, maybe it is 1620. I was about to say I think it's like 15, or not 15, but like 12, 13 bucks at Migros. Or Coke. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be because right now the franc is up on the US dollar by 20%, so I guess it's like 20 bucks for that pack. 20 USD. 21. The website. That's funny though. That's funny. All right, so we're gonna try to run this now to see if I can, because it still doesn't make sense to me that his poisons are falling off. But we're gonna see if Rick was right. Run with Gorilla Grodd there and see if it does more damage, and it was just Mirror Master who was just purging the poisons. And I do need to, maybe I will buy a bean grinder. I ain't got nothing to do really. As long as it's under like 50 bucks, it's not that bad, right? And then I can go to the grocery store today and buy some beans. It's to be my first soiree, foray, first step into, or further step into perfecting my coffee game. I kind of just want a few new artifacts at once, feeling like there's way too many characters and too few. I could agree with that 100%. Like I have all of the artifacts, and now I just sit back and wait for the next one to come out because I have all the resources stacked up. It's not even and I know I shouldn't be complaining about. Oh! There's like 9 poisons over there. Oh, this is all gonna be damage on Damien. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll just make the comparison. But I have like all the artifacts, and then they have those lesser artifacts, the rare ones or whatever. But there's 20 of them, 18 or something like that. And then you have us putting in 3 teams, and some of the artifacts can't go on some of the characters. So I don't know. It feels like they should do like just a dump of 10 artifacts in there. Give me try the artifact that heals the first time he uses School of Fish, and you never hear me talking ish about the devs again. Well, I mean, he healed. The School of Fish already heals if you get him up to rank 10, I think, or rank 9. Okay, so the 2 Rick's point, it seems as though, with me not watching as carefully as I probably should, the poisons are not being purged off of the enemy as much as they were previously. That might be anecdotal, but we're about to find out now. So with, excuse me, 9% damage, ouch, it's okay. So she's doing 5.2 million in terms of attack. Now, if this is to be expected, she's attacking Damien in the back row with, and he has the trade advantage over her. So it's going to be less. It's going to be less. The question now is which order. Now, I know what some people may be thinking or wondering if you've just joined or not quite aware. The reason I'm doing it this way is because one way, she's attacking more often, so you would think that would do more damage. But one way, there's more poisons out there, so you would think that her poisons stacking up there before she attacks would make her hits heavier. One or the other. So let's go ahead and do that. Is the bean grinder a good alternative to a coffee machine? Because not having one is holding me back from being the true coffee connoisseur. Put it this way, it is, in my opinion, when I had that cup of coffee, it was incredible, but a lot of what's done to coffee beans, I don't like capsule coffee anymore. I don't like it. I was talking to someone about it this weekend, and she was saying how, oh, you want capsule coffee? I was like, yeah, cool. I like it fresh though. All right, so she had less damage here. It was 5.3 previously. But like taking that extra 5 minutes to make it fresh, like just to have the Bialetti and do it that way versus the capsule, worth it. So I'm thinking, if I'm grinding the beans up fresh, out the bag, out the vacuum seal bag, and I'm grinding up fresh, I mean, how long is that grind gonna take really if it's a machine anyway? I don't know, bro. It seems like it'd be really good. Like I don't like coffee machines anymore. I can't drink American coffee anymore. Like the drip coffees, in a pinch, yeah, but I can't do drip coffee anymore because not having one is on give it a shot. I give it a shot. Give it a shot. I should make a tutorial on how to use a Bialetti on here, and then show you the beans and the grind because I learned it in Italy actually with my ex. I learned it from her family. They were showing me how to use the thing, and I was like, "This is magic. How are you guys doing this?" And every time they made a cup of coffee, it was delicious. So, isn't the instant powder fresh too, bruh? Don't. Oh, dude, thank you. You know what's funny? This is why I love y'all. Y'all know that this is trolling me. You're not insulting my family. You're not insulting my kids. You were like, but isn't instant coffee the same as fresh coffee? And I was like, bro, you trolling right now. Oh, I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. But no. So basically, instant. How I describe it? It is not fresh. So the process of when you're grinding the beans, The aroma, the flavor, everything else, typically when you're making the coffee, when you're putting in the water, all that other stuff, first of all, you would like to have your milk like introduced, if you're going to have it introduced into your coffee within 30 to 60 seconds of it, because if you don't, then what happens is that the coffee starts to become bitter. That's why in Italy, if you ever go, you'll see them have an espresso. And what they'll do with the espresso is it's really like a bar. Like they come up, they have like a shot. This is what happens in the afternoon. They take it, they sip it, like as soon as he sets it down, they knock it back because that flavor is in the coffee for that moment. But then the second you, not the second, but as you wait, it gets more and more bitter as more and more air gets exposed to it. The milk that you introduce like reduces that, so that way you can preserve the flavor with the milk. Instant coffee is basically, it's like saying frozen. No, because some frozen food can be okay if you like preserve it correctly. But anything that's instant or anything that goes through a preservation process so that it lasts longer is immediately going to be like just lower in taste quality and quality in general. So for example, as I drink this coffee, this is going to be gross, guys. I'm sorry. My stomach issues are not as bad with like the fresh ground coffee as it is with like capsule or instant coffee. Just facts. My body feels better when I'm having like fresher coffee. I don't have the stomach problems. We'll put it that way to keep it PG. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of that stuff when you're going into burgers, burgers. There's one. If you like meat, if you have like a frozen beef patty that you then thaw and put on a grill, yeah, it can be good and fine. However, you cannot tell me that's not as good as like somebody who took fresh ground beef, knotted it together with some egg whites, and then pressed it out and then put it on a grill. There's a taste difference there. There's a quality difference there. It's the same thing with everything actually, but instant coffee, same thing. So we had lower attack based on the fact that poison ivy was first. That is what I was expecting. That's what I wanted to have happen. So Rick was right in the sense that it might have been Mirror Master who was causing those problems. So now that we have that resolved, 1 second. The friend I have that is the biggest coffee nerd I know uses all hand tools, basic grinders, paper filters, and it makes it. That's what I'm saying. But it goes to, a lot of times it's a little bit more work. It's like when I make pasta. It's a little bit more work. It can be, but then the quality, the flavor, and the effects on your body are worth it. Worth it. Like the same thing with like what I said with pasta. One thing that I've stopped doing is I do not cook a lot of pasta. I take the exact amount of pasta I need. I no longer mix it with the sauce either, unless like the recipe calls for it. If I'm doing like something specific where I'm like baking it into the pasta. But like, I make my sauce. That sauce will be put in a jar and I can have it for like a few days. You don't keep it much longer than that, but you don't make more than what you need. And then every time I want that sauce, I make the pasta fresh that day. And I have a specific like kind of pasta that comes from a region in Italy that I get, which is only like 50 cents more. It's not like I'm buying some like, I'm still going to the same grocery store. I'm just checking what region that the pasta came from. I use that. Use my little measure for spaghetti, for example, handful of penne, whatever. Make just that amount. Fresh pasta each time I put my sauce on top of it. If I need some more, then I just make some more. It takes me an extra 10 minutes to do it like that, to have an extra bowl, but the taste is better, though. It's better. Having pasta, and I get it for like families and stuff, you make a big old pot of pasta, you put it with the sauce, you gotta feed the kids, they didn't eat everything, gotta go in the fridge, you're not about to throw away the noodles. I get it. But when my daughter comes over, it is, how much do you want? You want that much? Do you need more? Okay, cool, I'll cook you more. I'll cook you more right now, but I'm not gonna put like pasta noodles into the fridge and then take them out the next day. Do the sauce, but not the noodles. Stuff like that. Little bit of stuff like that. Keeping the food fresh for that taste quality. But you need a bit of pasta water to make the sauce. It depends on the sauce that you're talking about. So if you're making a carbonara, you want to have like some of the pasta water in with the pasta when you're mixing it with the egg and everything. But if I'm doing like bolognese, I'm not really using pasta water in that. I'm draining the pasta fully. A little bit, but not like much. With carbonara, I'm actually literally scooping the thing out. and putting the pasta in the bowl. But like with tomato sauces that I'll do, I did yesterday. I made a zucchini and shrimp penne. Actually, because I was trying to show off to somebody, I made that yesterday, and I put a little bit of pasta water, but not a lot. Not a lot. Anyway, so now that we know that she should be behind him, and I was correct in the idea that the poisons going out by him does help with that. Bet. The next step is I need to evaluate Penguin. So let's go back and evaluate Penguin and then see how they run together. I'm talking about regular coffee, not espresso, though. Shell, if you want to make espresso, you need a machine. Well, true, but the thing is that all kind of goes hand in hand. So like what you're saying about the process of him doing the hand grinder and the beans for a regular cup of coffee, that is, you can still do that for espresso. You're just using less water and like more beans, so it's like a bit not thicker but stronger. But it's the same. Like your friend is doing the same like process. He's just making a regular cup. Everything in terms of coffee starts with espresso. Like in any good cup of coffee starts with espresso. And then after that, you just expand it based on what you want. So technically, when I was doing my Bialetti thing, this right here, this cup of coffee, is technically 2 espressos and then some boiled water added to it and milk. That's what it is. Like how I make it in the Bialetti is really like that. The hand tools and everything, he's making it and doing a full cup of coffee. But if he just reduced the amount of water, it becomes espresso. Oh yeah, there's a lot of like crank tools that you can have to like put beans in it. I'm turning this into a cooking channel. Let me stop. But there's tons of like hand tools you can use. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm not gonna get a hand grinder. I'm gonna get like an electric one, put my beans in, woo, and then, go forward there. All right, so we have a flash here. I'm going to this now because what I want to try is we have him. Oh, no. I'm being crazy. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I got distracted by the coffee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change this gear now into attack gear. And I wish I had recorded how much damage was being done beforehand. So we had the speed going out there. I'm going to switch this speed gear into attack gear and then see what kind of damage they do. Or what kind of damage he does now. We're going to focus on his damage. In this next little bit. So, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this stuff here. I guess I can try to match up HP bonus. I think I'm going to... How am I going to go about this? I should go and do my homework with all this food talk. If you get into, it is kind of funny how much good food you can make that's high quality, that's not expensive. You don't need the most expensive stuff. Like when I'm making a tomato sauce my daughter loves, all I need is like the canned tomatoes that are like kind of chopped up, fresh basil, and garlic. Put that garlic in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, then put in the tomato sauce, then put in the basil leaves. Let that just sit for a bit, and then put that red sauce over some pasta. She can't. Parmesan, I don't buy like the pre-ground Parmesan anymore. I get the little block of cheese, not even the expensive one. It's like $2-3. And I get the grinder out, grind that Parmesan on there. Pepper, fresh ground pepper, as opposed to like black pepper that's already been ground. Like the little things that might not even be more expensive, but require like slightly more effort. It makes a difference. All right, anyway, so I'm going to try to switch this up to attack. Then we're going to see what that attack do. See what that poison do. Let's go ahead and replace this. It's basically a pepper grinder. Oh, okay. But you put the coffee beans in it and it makes... Oh, no, but I mean, okay, that's the part about the beans thing. That part I got. But I didn't know that they had like a pepper grinder kind of thing for the thing. I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it at all. But yeah, that's the point. The beans themselves, especially in like a vacuum sealed bag, if you don't grind them, it does preserve the flavor until you break them open. And that smell when you first like crunch the beans, Dog. That smell? Dog. Anyway, let me calm the hell down. Alright, so attack, attack, attack. Now this is what I was gonna do. Pro tip, if you guys are new, if you want to preserve your gear sets so you make sure that you don't lose what you had, you go down here and find one of these characters you don't give a damn about. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing and Harley Quinn, sure, they're friends. We exchanged that, so now I have this saved under Harley Quinn, and I can go back and try to rebuild. So we're going to go with attack. We're worried about the attack. Well, let's do the attack bonuses here first. We're not going to stack a bunch, clearly, because I don't have a bunch to give, but we can equip this. I think I had an attack. Or should I put an attack percentage here and just take it from somebody just to be on the safe side? Just to see what it really, really does. If what I was... But yeah, I'll take the one back from Pandora that I gave to her. And just remember that it's on Pandora. Put a photo of it in Discord. I want to see how it works. Yeah, but honestly, there should be like a YouTube video of it. I never was able to get French press to work. I've had some really good coffee from a French press, but I can't get French press to work without putting coffee grounds in it. I'm just that kind of dumb. Yeah, I can't do French press coffee. I went to a wedding once and stayed at my friend's house. They planted and roasted their own coffee. Dude, I'd have never left. I'd be like, so I'm here now. This is where I live. This is where I live. If y'all put some grapes in there so we can make some wine in about 6 months, that is next level. That's some next level stuff. Although I can't say that I hate the idea of, well, you can't grow it that way, can you? Like having that on my balcony or something. Just as, that would be, man, we are clearly, I'm clearly an addict. Okay. Addicted to coffee. So let's see. This attack bonus piece, well, we have to keep it on her. Yeah, I'm going to just remove this from Pandora for the time being. This can also go to the HP thing and kind of help preserve them. So yeah, Pandora, let me write it down so I don't forget. Pandora has been stripped. Pandora. I'm going to put it back on her because I'd rather have it on her. Okay, so then next we do attack bonus. Who am I taking it from? I want attack bonus on Jon Stewart so bad. Oh, wait. I forgot this was just floating around out there in the ether. I forgot. So I could just equip this one. That's not even coming from anybody. So we got attack here. This is cool. Next is, do we want the... No, we'll do an attack set. We'll do an attack set now. That way we have him fully loaded up for attack. I guess this will just have to do. Honestly, the stats on this part don't matter. I mean, it would help with survivability, but so long as we get attack pieces on him, we should be fine. Yeah, okay. So, equip. Oh, wait. Actually, let me just go ahead and change this to quality. Quality street music. See, that one might be slightly better. On attack with attack bonus and crit. This one doesn't have any of that jazz. All right, so here we go. Equip. And then next, oh, my back. And then next, we'll go with this one. All right, so a lot of attack. A lot of attack. So right now he is sitting at 102, 610 in terms of his attack. And before... when it was with Harley Quinn's gear that she has right now. Let's get to Harley. Harley! Yes, Mr. J. There we go. Exchange successful. So then, so we have gotten up his attack by 20k. So, not that bad. Let's see how that affects him and his poisons going into battle. I really wish Harley Quinn was an epic. They're gonna come out with the epic Harley Quinn, I'm assuming. whenever the next season of the Harley Quinn show. I don't think I've watched the most recent season of the Harley Quinn show though. I need to fix that problem. All right, so here we go. We're gonna take him into. Well, we can do the team ups thing now. I think I kind of screwed up the stats and comparing him one way to the other. Because now the stats that I have for him doing damage, it was all around 2.34 million. It wasn't that much, clearly. I could very easily go back in my own stream and check what those numbers were, but if one of you guys could do that for me, that'd be nice. All right, so fight Grodd. Okay. Buy a French press with a double filter. Look at it. We'll give it a shot, maybe. But I like my Biolettis now, though. I'm so used to those now. But the French press wouldn't be a bad thing. Anyway, just Google hand grinder. You'll see what it looks like a pepper shake. Yeah, but some of them do have like that crank thing that almost looks like a handmade pasta maker. Bought it before I invested in the electric grinder. The hand grinder will outlive you and your. That's true though, and that's the thing you can even hand down. Like I remember at my grandpa's house, we had this fresh ground coffee, and then he gave this to me. So now I'm gonna carry on this tradition. You never know. LOLs. See, I smoked all those like weed grinders. Should I get a new one of those though too? Anyway, let's see. Now, despite the fact that I do know that she's better after him. Now we've established that. Now we're gonna see what his damage looks like now that he's outfitted with a bunch of attack. It's basically the same hobby. You'll find out real quick. Grinding. All right, so his attack went up 3255. See, this is my fault. I should have. Let me get my little snippet tool. Dadgummit. Let me get my little snippet tool. Where you at? Who you at? There we are. So 3255 in that order. So now I'm going to change his gear back to what it was before. Now in this scenario, he was going first, so he should have the most opportunity to do, whatever. Let's go back to, nope. We're gonna have to change the gear first, sorry. Guys, I have, there. So we go here, go to Swamp Thing. We're gonna change his gear to be back to what it is now on Harley Quinn, which I think is gonna end up being what I keep because this piece has to stay with Pandora. Replace. Plus, I don't think it's wise. The more and more I'm doing this, I don't think it's wise to build him for damage. I don't. Where are you, Harley? There she is. So then we exchange this. Go back, go back, go back, go back. So now we give it a fight, skip battle. We're trying to see how much less it is than 3.2 million. What? Okie dokie. I mean, it went from 2.4 to 3.2. That's an increase of about 33% if you're going relative. I should learn how to do the log difference of things in my head, but I can't. Poison Ivy's attack went up, but not by a lot, so I'm going to call that negligible. I'm going to call that other stuff. All those other numbers are negligible. It really is, there is a shift, and it looks like it's about 33% increase from what I'm doing with the support thing. It's basically the same hobby. Espresso is the Espro is the brand. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't see that. I'll send you the link on Amazon website to see. Thank you, appreciate it. A very nice French press. Even their cheapest one is great. It's all about the double filter, no more grind. But see, here's the other thing too. I got loyalty to Italy. I still have my loyalty to Italy. Just because French press is in the word, I don't know if I can do it, dog. I still got my little loyalty to Italy. It's still in my blood. I can't say. Well, blood is still in my brain. How can I don't know how else to put it. an espresso machine when I lived in Portugal, but in Brazil, it's not really that common to have an espresso machine in your house. It's not a thing in Italy that much either. Not the homes I went in, they don't really do that. But I mean, I guess it's the difference. Like, I guess I could understand. You got to get up, you got to move, or whatever. I get it, but to me, the extra 4 or 5 minutes is worth it. I'll wake up the extra 10 minutes to make it. But I get it. I get it. I get it. Not everybody is a connoisseur of coffee. Some people just like it and want to drink it. I mean, me, I'm chasing that perfect cup. It is petty. I'm not even saying it's not petty. It's not petty. But like, I was with somebody for 8 years, and I've experienced Italy in a way that I don't think a lot of people outside of Italy would. So like, yeah, I'm holding down Italy a little bit. Okay, fine. Okay, it's petty. Yeah, you're right. What? I'm me. They shouldn't have put French in there. We all know better food comes from Italy anyway. The French can't cook. Did I say it? Adding a bunch of butter to something isn't cooking. Okay, sorry. I'm wilding now. Now I'm wilding. I'm lashing out. I'm lashing out because you pointed out my petty, and you're right. So no, I'm lashing out. You're absolutely correct. All right, so this brings up an interesting conundrum. Let's say I think I'm gonna check this these stats outside of team ups. I'll rally if you guys want to help me out with this one. It never happens, but if you want to, we'll do that. But ketchup on pizza, get the hell off my chest. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Were cool up until you could say a lot of stuff to me. You can say a lot of stuff to me. Ketchup on pizza, them fighting words. I don't give a damn where you from. Ketchup on pizza. Ooh. Or people who put ketchup on spaghetti. God, I'm so happy that my mom raised me right. Like, no ketchup on spaghetti. That was not allowed. Oh, no, not cheaper than the Bialetti. I think, like, if I'm being fair, no jokes about the French press or whatever, because I have had good coffee from a French press. French press and Bialettis, hold up. Like this little thing right here, this is an induction one because of my oven. But this little thing right here, like the French press itself, maybe the press itself is slightly cheaper because you can get like plastic ones, and you just have to pour boiling water into it. But yeah, this cost me like $50. It's still cheap because, like, funny enough, all the capsules and everything else, those are way more expensive and produce way more trash and make way more stuff you have to throw away and don't taste as good. So you're paying more money for stuff that doesn't taste as good. Take a French press. And, you know, I'm being funny about the French press stuff. They do make good coffee. Take a French press, take a Bialetti. They're cheaper than the capsules. You don't have as much trash, and you have better coffee. It sounds like a win-win for 5 minutes more effort. Anyway, like you can say, like, coffee connoisseurs and everything. So not getting into it is not a money issue. The investment is up front of the $50 for that, or you can get French presses for like 20. You can get them really cheap. Because it's not as good as a Bialetti. But no, like you can get them relatively cheap, and it ends up saving you money in the long run because you're paying for that 50 up front, but then you're not buying capsules every 2 weeks for like $20 or $10. You're buying coffee, like either ground coffee or coffee beans, and that bag is like $10-15, and that'll last you a month and a half, 2 months. So you end up better coffee, but say no to pods. I'm just saying, say no to pods. I agree right here. Kaiser's speaking truth. Speak truth to power. I hear you. All right, so let's get back to trying to find a place where I can test them out. The attack build versus the support build is what I'll call it for right now. This is a thing about the game that I don't like. The team ups are great. I wish we could keep doing team ups, even if it doesn't provide rewards, so I could just keep like testing characters, because this seems like to be the best place. This or Elite Arena. I could just do Arena. Excuse me. French press has got letters and numbers next to the P3. what I'm saying? It does take, it's a fun rabbit hole to fall down. It's a fun rabbit hole to fall down. And Shelton's over here like, look, I thought I knew coffee. Next thing I know, I talked to these three guys online for 15 minutes, and I'm checking out like French press brands, and like, what the hell is all this? The French press stuff, I'm gonna let Kaiser tell you because I don't know the P3s, P5s, and P0s. I'm assuming that is just the different models, glass, metal. Yeah, okay. I would recommend glass or metal for a flavor, but I mean a plastic one will do you fine. With these though, the Bialettis, they have to be on open fire, so they're only made in metal. That's why they're more expensive. The French presses, you're literally just pouring hot water in with the grounds and then pressing down. So you can do that with plastic or glass or whatever. Anyway, so let's go here. Oh wow, they actually gave me a team that I can face. Thank you. Oh damn! But the other problem with this is I can't face the same team over and over. Let me go to my friends list and then find a friend that I can have some consistent battles with. Okay, so Napo is a big hell no. We know he's gonna kick my teeth in. Let's go with Kaimbar. I haven't seen him in a minute. Let's see. Unless he's there and I can't tell because all the login names have changed. Confirm. He should have a like 4 million team, 3.5. 3.5. Okay. So we'll use this and we won't put in reinforcements. So I'm gonna do the Swamp Thing build with Poison Ivy. Hey, where you at, Poison Ivy? I still know I need to go back and do Penguin, but I do want to check the gear sets for Swamp Thing first. Let's do Pingy. I don't want any, because I was thinking about Zatanna, but I don't want any additional damage, and there's no way to ramp them up, quote unquote, anymore. I can't. I was about to say Mr. Terrific, but he just gets negated by the tank side of whatchamacallit. We can put Raven's gonna steal the show. She hits hard. I need somebody who's kind of vanilla. We can put Aquaman in. Yeah, we'll put Aquaman and Kid Flash. We'll just keep it vanilla. All right. I do get stats from this, right? I believe I do. Then we have Swamp Thing going first. We won't need the heals, but we'll leave them. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm online 10 times a day. Don't lie to people. Well, no, I can't see because it's I think you'll notice it in the chat. Your name shows up differently than it did before, so I can't tell. I can't tell anymore. All the names I memorized to associate with you guys, I'm having to re-memorize now because I don't know why your login names are showing up. Wow, Swamp Thing, try to live. Try to live. Jeez. Aquaman is out here doing extra work, man. And Poison Ivy is also doing work too. Jeez. She made it a problem for Wonder Woman. It is deep. It goes so deep. That coffee rabbit hole is really one of those. Damn it, Swamp Thing. That coffee rabbit hole is insane. Okay, Coffee Grinder was 10K? You lied. Seriously. What does... Okay. Now I'm curious. How does the Grinder cost 10K? Like what... What is the Grinder doing that warrants an aerospace engineer? I have so many questions. And they made it 10K because somebody's buying it. Somebody's buying that. 10,000 for the Grinder? That does it add water at all? It just grinds the bean. Yo, they are out here. All right, so Swamp Thing. Ugh, not a great showing. But bro, and I hear you. And I'm not asking you this question. I'm asking the world this question. What are we doing? I'm saying, and shout out to our Ethiopian brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings because they're the ones who invented coffee. People don't realize that. Um, like, bro, that was a terrible showing. That is not what I needed to see from Swamp Thing right there. Let's try this one more time with, oh, this sucks. Oh, this does suck. This does suck. This does suck. Damn it, Swamp Thing. I'm trying to give you benefit of the doubt. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. They watching. Embarrass me in front of my friends like that, dog. I say you come hang out with us, and now you embarrassing me in front of them. Alright, so switch up. I mean, here's the thing. I do say I run Aquaman as support, but I have no problem putting him in the front row. This is working out to where like he's gonna be support, and I can't put him in the front row. The team is too strong. Don't make me come out here and stomp you out. Don't do it. But no, it is too strong. It is too strong. And I don't know why Wonder Woman is murking Swamp Thing, because really, he has a tactical advantage. I should probably check your Wonder Woman, though. Maybe she is that much stronger, but... Okay. Not exactly reassuring. That's all I can say. Let's try that again. Coffee hobbyists are just people that lack confidence to try and bake. I can't bake. I can't bake. I'm not a baker. I can cook, but baking is not my bag. I cop to that. I'm not a baker. I can't do that. Cooking, cool. I can't bake and I can't grill. I can't grill. I'm somehow able to burn the outside and keep the inside frozen or whatever the case may be. Like I'm not able to grill, not for real, for real. Not like people who like grill for real, who barbecue. I can't do that. But I can cook like a mofo. I can't bake worth a damn. I can make baked goods, but I cannot bake. And coffee, I got you. If Penguin had Bash 30, you would have won. Yeah, but that's now he's trolling me. Now you're trolling me. Oh my gosh. But that's the other thing too now. If Penguin has to be badge 30 for him to be relevant, which I know you're trolling me, but for real, he's not worth the investment. Because that means I have to just wait for 6 months until I get enough to take him to badge 30 for it to actually be worth a damn. No. Not when I can do it for someone like Pandora, who's going to help me as I get level her up to that badge 30. To the Oscar for the life of me. Is churrasco when you make like churros? I don't know what that is. I'll be honest. I'll show my ignorance. So she just wiped out Wonder Woman. Swamp Thing is still alive, so I guess he shouldn't be in the primary slot. Penguin is holding his own against this team, so it's not that bad. Granted, the team is like, these teams are pretty evenly matched. I am 400k stronger. Oh, that was a hit with a pillow, Penguin. Thank you for that. We just wasted our energy for no good reason. Alright, so he survives here. As a tank, he should not be in the primary slot. At least not until I get into rank 9. Maybe that's the issue, rank 9. South American beef grilling. Oh, is that like when they do the, because we have a couple of those restaurants here. We have like the Argentina grill or the beef. I went to one in Amsterdam. It's good. It's good. However, I may have just been in a state of mind that made it taste extra good, but it was good though. It was good though. Alright, so we do get stats off this, right? I do get stats off this, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I thought I knew, you knew, my bad. So Brazilian South American barbecue. Okay, yeah, alright. I used to, because it's popular in parts of the US, so I thought. Now it's popular here too, I just didn't know, I just didn't recognize the name. But no, they have it here too in Switzerland as well. Because funny enough, there's a massive Latino population in Switzerland, especially Zurich. But yeah, no, I went to one in Amsterdam. I haven't been to the one here yet because it's like $60 to go to the, like, any all-you-can-eat buffet or any like buffet style food in Switzerland is Well, yeah, that like I said, that one was $60. Oh my God, the amount of he put out 10 million in heals. Why am I worried about attack on him? He put out 10 million in heals. So what I need to do is just ensure that he survives. And who gives a damn about this 2.3 million or this 3.4 million that's going to come from the poisons? I'll get that made up by Poison Ivy. Right? Who gives a damn about that? Okay, so let me do my snippet tool real quick for this too. And then I'm going to compare it to the other gear set. Damn. We're everywhere, bro. Can't run from us. I'm not trying to run. I run towards. I told you. I told you. I shouldn't say it out loud, but Latinos, redheads. Latinas. Should say Latinos, redheads. That's not speaking on anything other than just saying like, yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a fan. Anyway, so we're gonna go right back here, except I'm changing the gear set on Swamp Thing real quick. As I scoot right past him. So this was what I had built with him before. This is supposed to help him with survivability. That's what this gear set does. I had the 2.3 million, so we're gonna do the attack. Last time, if it's like a poor showing of, if it's only gonna go up by like 700,000, not even worth it. Not even worth it a little bit. Build it so that Poison Ivy or whoever the other character is doing your damage, and then just leave it at that, because this is legit gear. These attack bonus gears, this is legit. If you can't do good attack on that, then you're not made to attack. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like right now we'll see. I mean, I'm still not the 4 speed thing, but like the HP and the speed, you might have got me on that one. You might have got me on that one. All right, so 1 sec. Let me go here and then I'll read the rest. Confirm. And then we go back. Can we please get pre-save? Like, save teams. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that. Pingy, where you at? Okay, not that far. That, and then we go back to Aquaman and Kid Flash. We make sure that he's not in the primary slot because he does not like that. And then we go on to, and then what's the order? Yeah, he's still first. Then we go on to battle. All right, cool. They are getting a healer. Don't forget, put speed and heal crit on him. Speed and health. Yeah, speed and HP. I'm not a knower, but what does Swamp Thing do? Is he like Aquaman of Moss? He's not. Like Aquaman is better because Aquaman protects and does heals. It seems as though Swamp Thing is trying to get you to, how do I put it? He's going to make you tougher to kill by all that sturdy armor, and he's going to heal you a good amount going through it. So it's just different forms of attack, but to compare him to Aquaman, I'm just hesitant to do that because Aquaman is just so damn good. He's so damn good. But he is, and that's what I said. You said a healer's coming to the game. Swamp Thing, I mean, healer's coming to the Poison team, Dr. Poison. Swamp Thing is doing a good job with the heals. It's a lot of heals. A lot. So I don't know. And now Poison Ivy is about to wreck somebody's life. Boom. Okay. So yeah, at this point, granted, he was stunned for a lot of that. I have to be fair there. He was stunned for a lot of that battle. So didn't get much of a chance to attack. Is his heal AoE? Yes. Yes, he heals everyone. Well, he was stunned for a lot of that, but he hasn't been stunned for a while. There's silence here. That's fine. Because what we're looking for is, I think the damage will come from the poisons. But that's what I was assuming. He's Father Earth Zell in the comics. Oh, okay. I mean, the comics universe. I was never a reader. I never read Swamp Thing either. That's why I always say, like, for these characters that I don't know so well, recommend the comic volumes to me, and I'll try to go grab them. That's why I fell in love with Red Hood all over again, because someone told me about, I think it's Rebirth over New 52, and I started reading those, and I was like, oh, I really like Red Hood. I didn't realize he was that good. As a Batman fan, I hadn't read any Red Hood. And reading Red Hood and the Outlaws with Artemis and Bizarro made me really like Bizarro and made me love Artemis. So they gave her, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. They gave her a softer side that I didn't expect. I can't believe I just did that, but it's fine because he was stunned. We want to run that one more time. Confirm. 4 block and 2 speed, but he isn't leveled enough to test fully yet. That's the other part too. Because that's the what I was saying before, like a little while ago on this, was I don't know if part of the issue is that he's rank 8 and I need rank 9 to be relevant in my area of the game right now. That was another concern for me. Aquaman. And then Penguin. But to be fair, also in this scenario, Penguin has held up his end of the bargain pretty well. So, you know, compliment sandwich there. That's about right. I think I had this way. That part, the back row doesn't matter. Okay, we'll try this one more time. Remember to look at the stats. Okay. All right, drop rate is better. Yeah, they really put Penguin through it. Still debating on if I should really well, if I have the gear, I'll do it to Penguin, but he's far from a priority, let's put it that way. Oh, Wonder Woman, what are you doing to us? Just from the movies and an episode here and there of the live action show gave me the Father Earth impression of him aside from all the DCU games I've played. I heard we were talking about that before, that old school series from Sci-Fi Swamp Thing and then the newer one from 2019. I still need to try to find that old school one, but I think they said it was on Amazon Prime. We need a new HBO Swamp Thing like the new Penguin show. Well, from what I understood, the one from 2019 was really, really good. It just got canceled. I think the pandemic is partially to blame for that as well. I really want to go re-gear Swamp Thing, but I want to play. This is why you have a tablet and a phone. And a computer with an emulator on it. Play multiple games. You don't think I have like idle gameplay of DC Worlds Claude over to my right side while I'm playing Kakarot on PS5? Have Marvel Strike Force on the tablet? I might have a problem. Alright, so seems like we're not doing as well as we did previously, but I think it'll be okay. Lots of poison still going out. Yeah, I think the poison damage over time stuff is just nice to have, and it helps like slowly whittle down the team, but that isn't going to be the primary. Like with Ocean Master, you can put out enough bleeds to where if they're not likely to survive as the battle goes on. So that works. I thought something similar was going to happen with Swamp Thing, whereas like the longer the battle goes, the more poisons you have out there, the worse it's going to be for you. And I mean, Cheshire's still coming, Dr. Poison's still coming. There's still the potential for that to be more effective than I'm seeing now. But now it feels like I should build him towards healing for the team, putting up the sturdy armor so it's hard for us to get, like the sturdy armor right now up on all of us, that comes from his advanced attack, and that is making it so that the damage we take, not that much damage. So it's helping us with survivability. It's more in the support vein. And I guess that's what their tanks do. I keep saying support, but I guess that's what their tanks do. But it's more in that vein of like, we're keeping y'all alive to the end. And see, Poisons just took out Wonder Woman there, so. And Poisons just did a lot of damage on Blue Beetle, actually. If it's like double the amount from 2.3 million, then I have a decision to make. But I get the impression it's going to be like 3 million, which then means like, is it worth it? I don't know. All right, let's check the stats. Yeah, 3.1. So we're talking about an increase of 800,000. I don't know that that's worth it. I don't know that's worth it. So I think I'm gonna leave him in that other gear set. Put that piece back on Pandora real fast before I forget. And then yeah, I think that's gonna be it for him. So then it is. We did all this experiment 2 hours later to figure out that was it Shelt that said that? Yeah, you're right. 4 speed, 2 HP. For now, until we see who's next. Is this having the... Yeah, so let me go ahead and go to Pandora first. Solve her problem. Did I just pass them because I'm that dense? Yeah, here we go. So replace. So now Pandora is fine. Now we go back to Swamp Thing and we're going to put the Harley Quinn set on him. Replace. And we need to find a place to put that Peacemaker piece. That is a waste just to be floating out there and not doing anything for nobody. Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn, Harley Quinzel. Where you at? There she is. All right, so we exchange that. And now I have an attack piece that I want to put on somebody. Maybe Superman DCU. He might be the only one worth doing that to. What is up with the wind outside today, dog? I think he might be the... What did I say? I want to try to get as much attack on John Stewart as possible. Let's go to John Stewart very quickly. Oh, but I already like put signatures on this stuff. I already put signatures on this stuff. And I can't remove this, so one of these would have to go. We'll think about that another time. Because he isn't a damage dealer either, so maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm doing too much with that. Oh, wow. I think that after the healer comes health will be better to make him survive longer. I don't think that. I think the heal gear would be good. I mean, I have it on Kid Flash, and he's doing miracles for me, but more about the heal bonus, I think, on that side of things. I've done the heal bonus. That's what I was focused on. Heal bonus, heal bonus, heal bonus, and speed. That's what I was doing. Because that heal bonus applies to all just straight up heals. And truth be told, I should probably be doing that with Pandora. Finding her gear sets that give her heal bonus down at the bottom. If I want to, let's see, replace. I don't have enough gold. I don't have enough gold. Does it have a heal bonus thing? No, they don't let us sort by that. They do not let us sort by that. Okay, so because I'm not going to make you guys suffer through me trying to find like heal bonus things. Damn, that would have been nice. Oh, but wait, I think on my infographics, it tells you which pieces are likely to have heal bonus, but I don't think that's broken down by gear sets. Let's just check real quick. So we're going to put you... One thing I can check real quick is this. Crit resist. Yeah, HP bonus. It's just... See, there's a heal bonus here. So technically, and then this would be crit resistance. Technically, this should be switched up. If I ever do make it to like leveling this up, then this heal bonus will benefit her a lot. Okay, so then it's just random. Never mind. So this one right here, for example, block break. This one has heal bonus. So I should find a helmet that gives heal bonus. Worth a tug. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me do this. This is gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. All right. Plus, I think I'm about to end the stream soon anyway. So, I do need to get some writing done. I think that after the healer and the healer plus is his heals will keep the team topped up already. I've been thinking all week about something. On the stream, you pulled Swampy. Someone said something about a shield team in the future. Well, there's gonna be one more, I think, coming with the Lantern TV series when that hits. The Lantern TV series comes out in November, right? Or is it December? Good point. But if he's doing like 10 million heals, then I wouldn't even need the healer. What if I summon and get wrecked? That's not wrong, but it's not about the amount of heals, it's the timing of the heals as well. What if, because right now we have him in speed, she's slow as hell too. Maybe I should put her in speed. I need to rebuild my Pandora. If you have him in speed, his heals are coming from his advanced attack. This 10% here, which we want to try to get up to 25%, that's going to be fun. And then from his ultimate attack. So the speed being up there means he's going to heal pretty frequently. But the timing may be better for Dr. Poison. She may be doing it more often than him. We're at better timings, or maybe they need to play off of each other. Because his heals didn't mean a damn thing when he was getting wrecked in the very beginning. 32,000 gems, but that's not guaranteed. I mean, it should be close to guaranteed. Comms and accessories are the only way to get heal in heal sets. What do you mean by that? All the other pieces can get it as a third. Oh, no. For these pieces, actually, they don't get heals as primary stats either. It's only HP bonus. You get HP bonus, attack bonus, and crit, and block. Those are only percentage stats that you get. The heal bonus, which is something completely different, is always only a third substat thing. And it is random, yeah. But Weasel has changed to be an anti-shield team. So if they bring a shield team, it will make either Weasel useless or lose to Weasel and be useless. I see it. I see what you mean. First I need to decide what set I'm going to use. Unless I do 2-2-2. I had that earlier. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Guess what you always have to get as a third in the heal set is those 2 slots. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, okay. I read a bit out of order. Yeah, because I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm sorry. I am bouncing back and forth. Okay, so as we wrap up, I don't know if I should be disappointed in Swamp Thing or not. He does put out a gang of heals. The poisons aren't as useful as I thought they would be. I think that's more on him than it is on the poison mechanic itself, because Poison Ivy is using that. He does, once he gets going, if he can survive like the initial attack, he does put out a bunch of sturdy armor, and it does help you with survivability. Your entire team, not just him. So, feel like I want to stack it to where I help him survive. The speed, so he gets out the sturdy armor very fast. But I don't know that well, he's definitely not great. He might be good. He's definitely not great. But I also want to know what happens to him at rank 9. That is a big deal to me. Oh yeah, he is beautiful though. Swamp Thing has an amazing character design. I can't wait for Cheshire to come in and for whatchamacface, Dr. Poison. Okay guys, so I'm gonna end the stream here and marinate on this stuff. He does not skip leg day. You are correct. Albeit it does seem like Batman definitely skips leg day. Batman skips leg day. Anyway, so I think the best build, as agreeing with Shelt, HP and speed. I'm getting my HP from this extra stats, so I'm not too worried about this set not matching up. That's fine, because I'm getting HP from these two. It's okay. I have the extra defense here for whatever extra benefit to his attack on his ultimate, but honestly, it's not really worth chasing because it's not going to be that much damage from that in the first place. We want to get the poisons out there. This sets up Poison Ivy. I would have liked to be able to stack up attack on him to where it would have made a difference. and having like attack on his sets, but it didn't make a big enough difference for me to say like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike, I'm okay with that as well. I'm gonna buy a coffee grinder, I think. I think that's what I'm doing next. So, thank you guys for